The air has been under almost daily attack from hostile bandits, most recently taking a bullet to the neck and almost dying. But he's back at base, he's got a lot to do. It would be nice if a few days could maybe go by without someone shooting at him. Yes, indeed, we are back at base. We are just unloading all the gear from our latest loot run. But I gotta say, there is so much to do, I kind of almost don't know where to start. We've got books to read, traps to bait, fishing to maybe try and get into. We've got maybe we should try and do some more looting. God, I mean, there's just so much to do. I don't know where to start, but let's start with the basics. Let's unload all the gear, and then maybe while we're doing that, we can come with some sort of to-do list for today. Okay, well that is the 2 bags of loot dropped off. It seems to have taken forever. We had a wide variety of loots of all sorts, but what I have left myself is the door hinges and the doorknobs, and I want to try and get a balance between doing stuff at base, reading books, and doing things like fishing and trapping and maybe even foraging again once we've read the book, and also going out and looting more gear. So let's start with the easy things, the things that should be quick and easy. This place, it's got a few doors missing. We've got a load of planks here, we've got a load of doorknobs and door hinges. By the way, we've read Anglers Volume 1, Volume 2, the basic mechanics book as well, so we could start again to fishing and mechanics. Like I said, there's just so much to do. We got 2 bags of books over there. We want to make a room into a library. That's another big job, but we do have a bit of a security problem. We've got quite a few doorways with no doors in. That should be an easy thing to put right, so let's get straight to it. Okay, well that is 1 door done. It is going to take a little bit longer than I initially thought, because I totally forgot about the need for door frames. So we're going to need about 7 planks for every door, because we need maybe even 8. We need to do the door frames and then the doors. Let's just drop that plank off. So we're going to have to go round up to our crops area. We've got a lot of logs, a lot of planks. What have we got? We need to do 1, 2 doors. I can see. You might see some more. There might be a few windows that we need to re-barricade after some of those bandit assaults as well. And yeah, I don't know what we're going to do about that there. Okay, well, I'm just sawing up some logs, and I'm just thinking, even here, just this apparent safety of our base, we are sort of vulnerable. If we're carrying a really heavy load like a bunch of logs or planks, and we suddenly get shot at from out of nowhere, because we're really out in the open, we're really vulnerable. But we've seen how far those bandits can shoot. They just seem to be marksmen. And if we're caught out, we take a bullet while we're really heavy loaded, they could be upon us, and it could be all over in seconds. So so far, Pierre has led a really charmed life, but as I said before, it could just all be over in seconds. Okay, well that is another couple of doors done, and I must say it's incredible, just the added sense of security and safety that a door gives, even though, you know, you can literally just open it and walk through. And that's 2 more done, but I did miss 1 more. We got 1 more to do, and I think, yeah, we've got not quite enough planks, so I'm gonna have to probably get a wood axe and do some chopping of trees. So we'll just add that to the list as well. Okay, we've got our wood axe, but I think Pierre needs to have a proper break before he steps outside and makes himself vulnerable to attack. So we'll just hide behind these rather sturdy looking doors. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make some food. And we're going to grab a cooking pot, and we're going to maybe make some pasta, and maybe a squirrel pasta. What a delicacy. Oh wow. Somewhere we got a zombie. That actually completely freaked me out then, but it is only a zombie. But the zombie can wait for a little bit because I need to sort out my inventory. Is it a complete mess? We're really overweight. We need to drop so much stuff. Yeah, and I'm just having flashbacks. Twice we've walked out that door and been shot at straight away. Wow, that zombie's on a mission. What a bastard. They've broken down the barricades and they're now banging on that new door that we just put in. Oh no, there's two of them. Jesus Christ, no wonder they got through so quickly. Oh wow. And we just got blood all over that nice clean floor. It's just no peace. No peace. We got two windows that need barricading up as well. That's going to take work. And we just had two zombies right in our kitchen. It's just absolutely no peace. They are absolutely relentless. So let's just grab these two planks that we were going to use for that door, which we still haven't done. Remember that quick and easy job that we were going to do? Let's just barricade these two windows so they're not completely open and exposed. And let's cook a delicious pasta. Now let me see. What are we going to put in it? We put beer in it, I think, already. Let's season it, and I guess maybe we butcher up a pigeon or a squirrel. What a choice. Okay, well that is the pasta made. That is some big hunger, but not much in the way of fat or calories. So we probably need to be a little bit more choosy if we want to continue to put on weight. How is our weight? It is still climbing slowly. And another thing we've forgotten, a to-do list, is sorting out this bandage. We do not want a neck wound to get infected. So we need to make sure we replace those bandages quickly. We don't leave them on too long so they get blooded, and that increases the chances of infection. Yes, belly is absolutely stuffed full. Let's grab, what are we going to do next? Yeah, we're going to chop down some trees, get some logs, finish building the doors, maybe even hook up some more barricades. We need to beef up these defenses. Those zombies got through far too easily. Another thing I need to start doing is to be a little bit more careful. We need to be aware, we need to understand, we need to remember that we could just go out of the door and there'll be somebody there waiting to take us down. But everywhere looks safe at the moment. Man, we might actually get through a whole day without a bandit attack. Okay, let's get cutting down some trees. That was pretty emphatic. Wow, the wood axe really does make a difference. Wow. Mustn't get too carried away. That's just ridiculous. That is a strong swing, isn't it? I think that's partially because we do have the Axeman trait as well, but we mustn't get too carried away. We don't want to get too tired out. But that is just ridiculous how quick those trees come down. Okay, I think that's enough. We are pushing it, excessive exertion. Can barely walk. I was hoping to actually bait the traps this evening as well, so let's hope we haven't tired ourselves out too much. Man, that was really impressive swinging with that wood axe. We're going to take a little bit of a break, a little bit of a sit down, and recover some endurance. Let's grab some cereal and some worms and some peanut butter, and we'll rebait those traps. Okay, well, I'm not sure if this is a good idea. This feels like an unnecessary risk. Pierre's got excessive exertion. All of a sudden he's very tired. It might be something to do with the half bottle of wine he accidentally drank at 9 o'clock this morning. Oops. But I really want to get those traps baited. Okay, well, I've tried having a rest for half an hour on that chair. It looks like a nice comfy chair, but Pierre is so tired he's not been able to recover. Yeah. We don't risk it. We do not need the food that desperately. We got a bunch of food. It is not worth the risk going outside. If we need to run, we need to run. So going out in this late night where we can barely walk, it's just not a smart idea. Man, yeah, and Pierre can't even run. right now. Wow, crazy how quickly that day went. We didn't even manage to finish building the doors. Time goes by so quickly, man. Okay, it is the next morning, 7:30. Pierre's up and awake just before his alarm, but he's had a really good night's sleep. Now, just before bed, just before Pierre went to sleep, we checked the helicopter diary, and the last helicopter was the 21st of August, so it's been 11 days, and that means we need to start checking when the next helicopter is, and that means checking the emergency broadcast every morning. So let's tune in and listen up. Okay, so here we are. Are we gonna have a storm? Are we gonna have a helicopter? What is in store for Pierre and the Paris suburbs these next couple of days? Okay, well, the answer to that question is clear skies, weather-wise, and also helicopter. No helicopter, and we got the clear skies for the weather. So what are we going to do today? Pierre's already had his breakfast. He's had some canned sardines. He is raring to go. Let's maybe just grab a little bit more food, and then I guess we start off by finishing building this last door. Maybe just some of the barricades as well. Okay, well, you know what? This time we're going to do it properly. We're going to grab some rope. I've got some here. Yeah, I got a few. Let's just take it all, actually. And we're going to bind up some logs, make 4 log stacks, or 4 stack logs, and bring it all over here. That is the most efficient way. That is the smart way to do it. Okay, so we got 3 4 log stacks, or log stack of 4. That reduces the weight considerably, so this is going to enable Pierre to carry back 12 logs, and they also look very cool. Okay, well, there we are. I mean, it really does look cool, doesn't it? That actually looks really nice. How much rope did we use? So we used 8 rope. Let's see if we got any more. Maybe we should just get some more logs, get a little stockpile going so that we're not going back and forth. It will save a lot of time. Do we have any more rope? We don't. Excuse me. We could get another stack of 4 though, because we've got 5 rope. So let's go and do that, and then we've got as much timber as we'll probably need for quite a while. Okay, well, you know what? We might as well just put the time and effort in to clear this whole little strip. Keep it nice and neat and tidy. Maybe we should just plant even more crops. You can't have too much food, right? There we go. Pierre's absolutely torn through what was quite a big part of the orchard, really, and we got this whole area, all the trees at least, are chopped down. We still got to remove the grass and all the bushes though, but I think visually that'll look really, really nice, and we do have enough space to plant another row of crops, so I think maybe we should do that. Okay, well, I think I've maybe pushed Pierre a little bit too much. He's absolutely exhausted. He can barely move, and when you've got the threat of an attack any possible moment, that is a little bit stupid. But it does look a lot more, it does look a lot better visually. We do have the rope to carry back a stack of logs, but right now all I want to do is get indoors, out of sight, and rest up and recover. Okay, we're back in the relative safety of the kitchen. There's just nothing than a plank of wood keeping us safe, really, and a rather flimsy looking door. We pigged out on food, so we're well fed. I think the best way to spend our time as Pierre rests is to read a book. Now the problem with that is there's quite a lot of choice. We could read, we've probably got books on everything: sprinting, nimble, all the combat skills, yeah, and all the crafting skills. You know, the firearm skills, the survivalist. I mean, what do we go for? What is the most important? What do we want to continue working on? I'm thinking maybe the farming or the carpentry or the cooking. These are things that we're sort of doing regularly every day. So let's see if we can find farming volume 3, and we'll see if we can get at least half of that red. That would be a couple of hours. That will give Pierre hopefully ample opportunity to get some rest. Okay, well, Pierre has spent pretty much all afternoon reading one book. And that's with Fast Reader. Farming for Advanced, 300 pages. Clearly farming is a very fascinating subject, but he is very tired. He is hungry. We've run out of water. We still haven't finished building all the doors. Maybe we should get that done. Let's do that, shall we? Let's just put away that book. Not sure if that's the best way to spend a whole afternoon, but we do have a lot of books to read, so we need to try and probably read 1 or 2 every couple of days, you know. But let's see, we got all this supply of logs. Let's unstack this one and then saw up the 2 logs, and that should give us enough planks to build that last door. Okay, well there we are. We finally achieved something. Man, we only read 1 book. Got so many books to read. We probably got more than a dozen. I don't know if we're ever gonna find the time to read them. But we've got another. We got all the doors rebuilt. We've got a couple of spare planks. Let's just chuck up some more barricades on these 2 windows, particularly. Get rid of those planks, and I guess that's another day done. I guess Pierre needs to turn in for the night. It is 9:30. He is very tired. He's quite agitated. Let's have a smoke. That will get it calmed down. And I guess, yeah, tomorrow's another day. Okay, well, it's the next morning again. Pierre's up and awake before dawn. We got a couple of hours. We got light. We do. We don't have... maybe we should... we want to stick around for the emergency broadcast at 8 o'clock. We got a couple of hours to kill. Let's grab a book and let's do some more readings. We've got so much reading to do. Okay, well, I tell you what we're going to read. We're going to read Long Blade. This is a really interesting book because you've got Melee Weapons Volume 1. It looks beautiful. You can get boosts on all of the melee weapons for the first couple of levels. The only one we haven't really made any progress in is Long Blade. We do have a machete. It sounds like that could be a lot of fun. Okay, stop reading. I know it's really interesting, Pierre, but we've got something more important to do right now. Let's see, will we have a helicopter today? Okay, well, it seems it is more of the same. Clear skies, no air activities, no helicopter. Yet again, it's now been 13 days, so it's really got to be due any day. Well, you know what? It shouldn't take very long. I'm going to finish reading Long Blade for beginners. Maybe we should get that machete equipped, and maybe we should go out and find some zombies, do a little bit of clearing and looting as well. Well, I gotta say, it is beautiful driving down this big massive road with loads of buildings nearby and not seeing a single zombie still standing. Look at the amount of corpses. There's no zombies anywhere. Right, here we are. We've got several homes to loot. I'm feeling really positive. I can't quite believe it's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon already. Let's start with the big stuff. Let's go with the military backpack. Okay, so I just needed a little bit of a moment to sort out the inventory because it's a little bit of a mess. I can't quite believe the very first house we approach, there's a zombie somewhere banging away nearby. Maybe could be in that complex there. Haven't actually properly investigated that place. Always so much to do. Oh, there's a zombie right there. It's a zombie just sort of, yeah, just chilling, just staring blankly into space. Okay, well, let's get to looting. Let's see what we can find. Ooh, that is a good start. I got a good feeling we're gonna find a load of loot today. And I'm hoping as well that we will find enough electrical gear to get up to level 3 as well. That'll be another really useful milestone. Okay, well, there's ground floor sorted. We found a lot of food already. There is, yeah, there's one there. Oh wow, they look cool until we absolutely tore them up with a machete. They did look cool. But yeah, we absolutely ruined all of their gear, which is a shame. Oh, man, we're at the next house. I can't believe. Wow, this is a posh house. Can't believe that somewhere there is another zombie. You'd think they would eventually break through those doors, wouldn't you? Okay, well, I think they're definitely upstairs, but we do need to be careful because it does sound like there's more than one zombie. But man, I'm feeling really positive about the amount of food we're going to find today. Okay, well, somewhat worryingly, that banging randomly all of a sudden has stopped. Okay, yep, there we go. Oh my god. Almost got us. We knew what was going to happen though. We were ready, sort of. Just about. It almost got caught out. Almost. Okay, well, there's another zombie. Jesus, where are they coming from? What the hell? It just basically, with wandering zombies. Really? Got another one? It is basically impossible. Absolutely impossible to clear out an area and make it safe. Well, we're finding a hell of a lot of books. Look at all this. All these books here. And there's quite a wide variety, but we've got them all. We've got them all. We could really, realistically, possibly, wow, rounds, hiking bag. This is good stuff. But yeah, as I was trying to say, we could possibly have a complete set of books now. Okay, well, on to the next house, and I gotta say, until this zombie came out of nowhere, here is actually quite a nice time. It is peaceful. The wind is whistling through the trees. The birds are whistling in the trees. There is not much going on. There's no helicopters. There's nobody shooting at us. Where the hell did that zombie come from? What the fuck? That is a crazy zombie. Where the hell did they come from? Seriously. There is just always another zombie right around the corner. Coming through the hedge. What the hell? Okay. Hopefully that is it for now. But man, I just can't believe there's just a zombie everywhere. The amount of time and effort we put into clearing this area, they just pop out of nowhere. It's crazy. Okay, well, we have only managed to search through 3 homes, but we have got a lot of loot. We have got almost a full bag, and we've got a bit of everything. We've got batteries, we've got alcohol, very important. We've got medical gear, we've got bags, we've got a big spiffo, and we've got food, we've got ammo, we've got nails. Let's have some foie gras. Let's have some foie gras. Clothes, garbage bags, more bags, electrical gear. It's just really, really good. There is so much loot here. Just 3 homes, and it is 10 o'clock. It is dark. We are very close to electrical level 3. We just need to disassemble maybe 3 more lamps. So it is dark. It is getting scary outside. We're going to continue. We're going to maybe just try to get into 1 more home. We're going to keep going until we get to electrical level 3. But man, it is dark out here. I'm really listening really keenly. Any rustling of leaves, any zombie sounds, any footsteps, anything. This house is burnt down to a crisp. I guess we move on. There's plenty of other homes nearby. We really do need to be careful here. We've got a really big home here, so I'm hoping that we can find the electrical gear that we need to disassemble. I'm just listening really keenly. Any noise, any zombies, any footsteps. Wow, look at that. Another shotgun. Poor condition. There's shotgun shells. We could maybe use it to fix up another shotgun. We've got another lamp here. We need to find maybe another 3. And then we've got another milestone. Electrical level 3. Ooh, look what we found here. Our first garden fork. Our bag is actually completely full. The garden fork, in my mind, in terms of weapons, it is the stuff of legend. I just love it as a weapon. It is so effective. Wow, we are finding so much loot. It's crazy. Ooh, and we do actually, we really need that. A suture needle. We need that if we get the next time, well, what am I saying? If the next time we get shot, we need a suture needle to stitch up the wound, and it gets used up. So although we, oh my God, Jesus Christ, that is dark. We are out of battery again. We are out of battery. I think we're safe. Famous last words. But yeah, every time we get shot, every time we get a deep wound that needs stitching up, we need a suture needle, and it uses up the suture needles. So we were in quite a vulnerable position, because the next time we got shot and we got a deep wound, we would not be able to properly fix it. So getting that suture needle is actually potentially the most valuable loot that we find today. There we are. A little bit quicker than expected actually, but that is electrical volume 3, level 3. Ooh, we got another floor. Wow, this is a big house. And I think with that milestone, that is probably Pierre's work done for today. Look at that. That is a fine selection of books, but we've got them all. We've got them all. We've read them all. Impressive. And wow, we found another gun. I'm not even sure what type of gun that is, or if we've even got any magazines or bullets for it, but we'll take it. What has been a real surprise these last few days when we've looted in these nearby homes is the amount of bags, but more starkly is the amount of guns. I mean, this is Europe, this is France. I would not expect to find any guns whatsoever outside of the police station or any sort of military facility. I guess we want to check upstairs. It's probably going to be another weird attic. But this has been a really successful 2 or 3 days for Pierre. We've added fortifications to the base. We've totally forgotten yet again to bait the traps. God damn it. We found a lot of loot. A full bag of loot. But it's really good loot. A lot more food. What are we going to have right now? Let's have some mussels. No, let's have a canned grabu. I don't know how to say that. I think I've had too much red wine. Let's just eat that. We are still, hopefully, at least, putting on weight. We are very over encumbered right now with that gun. Okay, let's just see. What's our weight doing? 73 and still gaining. Let's hope we can keep that up. We can stop being underweight. But that is going to have to be it for today's episode. Things have gone well these last few days. It has been absolutely lovely to not have a helicopter, to not have somebody trying to kill us in the shape of a bandit. We have got a lot of loot. We've managed to get a little bit of things done at base. Where did I leave? Dude, where is my car? There it is. We've managed to read a few books as well. It's been really productive. It's been good. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you have enjoyed watching, and I hope you will continue to do so. Let me know down in the comments what you think Pierre should do next. But that is going to have to be it for today. God damn it. Do you want to take them out? Do we want to take them out? Do we want to chance it? No, we don't, do we? Why did we get out the van? Why did we get out the vehicle? When we're really encumbered, we're really tired. Thinking we can swing a machete. I don't think so. Fortunately, we got a gun. But let's not tempt fate. Let's get the hell out of here. But let's not get out the car again. Let's go back to the safety of the base. As I was saying, that is going to have to be it for today's episode. Let me know down in the comments what you think Pierre should do next, what his priorities should be. There is so much to do. There's work on the base. We've got a library that we want to get put in place, more fortifications, trapping, fishing, foraging, crops. The list is endless. We've got about 24 books to read. There's still so much more in terms of organization of loot that we could do. We could go out and get more vehicles. The list is very, very long. Let me know, what would you like to see Pierre do next? But for now, that's going to have to be all. Peace.